What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our goalie career. Today we got a matchup against the New York Rangers. We're back on the East Coast, and their team is very, very dangerous. We know all of the names. We have another battle head-to-head against Ilya Shesterkin, probably one of the best goaltenders in the league, if not the best goaltender in the league. And for us, we're just looking to continue to put together some really solid games. I mean, this feels like a historic season for the Vegas Golden Knights. We are miles ahead of anybody in the Pacific Division, and we're quite a few points clear of the second place team in the overall National Hockey League. So it's really fun to watch the boys work in front of us. We're putting up win after win, point after point, and we're coming off, a pretty good solid stretch of hockey ourselves. If you haven't been following along, our last two videos were back-to-back games against the Dallas Stars. The first one, we were able to go in there and claim our first official shutout in this season. It was a really solid start. The boys played exceptional in front of us, and we made some massive saves in that third period. But then we had a rematch in our next video against the Dallas Stars. It was the second half of a back-to-back for both teams. And while it started pretty good, it was a really solid first period, a pretty decent second period. Man, did the Stars turn it on for the third. They were able to jump all over a very fatigued Vegas team who has been playing a ton of games recently. They were able to send it into overtime, and we ended up losing after kind of a chaotic last couple minutes of that overtime period. We had so many chances to end it, but nobody wanted to shoot the puck. And then unfortunately it came back the other way, and Dallas made good of it with a beautiful shot into the back of the net. So that's to catch you up on the last few videos. Like I said, we have our sights set on the Rangers here. We know what we got to do. It's been a really, really good stretch. We're about a week and a half away from that trade deadline time frame. We have a 2-week span off in this game, and then we have a few games just before that final trade deadline. So I expect to see some changes around the league. I can't imagine our GM wants to do a whole heck of a lot with this team, considering we're so 36-10-6. It's unbelievable compared to the Rangers 24-20-7. So national anthems here being sung. We're obviously at the coveted Madison Square Garden for a tilt here against the New York Rangers. The Golden Knights are ready. We've put on our away kits, and hopefully we can get off to another fantastic start. We've had a lot of them here in this season, but puck drop is next, and it's going to be Jack Eichel winning it cleanly back for the Vegas Golden Knights. Panarin, I was having a look at the standings. He is also within the top 5 or top 10 of points getting in the league this year. You would kind of expect that. He is a leader among this team. He's also a very, very solid player. I think he's rated something like 94 overall, as that's poked back in off the stick of Lafreniere, and there you go. 31 games played against the kid who has 20, but pretty solid stats from the young man. This is now our 21st game played. It's about our 17th start, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 18, as Miller tries to dump that forward to Panarin, but he's tangled up there with Theodore, who is now skating it through the neutral zone, and he will give that puck an errant pass, find the stick of Alexis Lafreniere. Jack Eichel now cross-seam pass, so a couple of miscues here, some giveaways, some bad pass attempts, as Panarin tries to work his way in, and a nice hard shot off the pad and into safety now for the captain, Mark Stone, who brings it into Rangers territory with some traffic in front. That's going to be Shea Theodore, who tries to find the glove side of Shesterkin, who will hang on for a face-off. As I mentioned, we're getting ever so close to that really wild trade deadline. This game finds ways to make some of the most outrageous trades and outrageous moves around the league in the offseason. So I'm looking forward to that. It is the best part about being a pro. Hopefully, like I said, we've shown the GM enough that you probably don't need to change what we got going on, but if you do need to make any changes, it's only to better the team. We don't want to lose pieces for future consideration like draft picks or young stars or anything like that. We have 4 lines that are all connecting very well, 4 lines that are getting very involved offensively, and some good defense chemistry building up with some solid goaltending. So a cross-check here by Jacob Trouba. So the very physical kind of, if I'm being honest, dirty player gets a stick up on the numbers of Barbashev, and that sends them to the ground. That's an easy call right there. You're never going to miss that one, even in a video game, especially if they tumble over like that. So power play opportunity here in the first period. We'll see if the boys can get off to another rock and start popping a goal in the first 5 to 6 minutes. It seems to be the common thread as Eichel wins that back. Pietrangelo now setting up, gets it back to Eichel, who spots Carlson in front to Pietrangelo. A nice crisscross pass. Stone steals this one, brings it all the way across, and just loses the puck right in front of Shesterkin. And another big save off the rebound shot by Jack Eichel in front. Eichel, one of the league leaders in points, if not the outright leader above McDavid right now, and it's going to be Eichel with the blast shot, but it's poorly timed into the leg of the defenseman. DeAndre Miller now into Vegas territory. Trocheck gets the pass back across, and backhander on net for a short-handed opportunity and 2 chances for Miller, who's down low. And a very sloppy power play. We had a couple good chances right at the beginning. Hemmed in for a moment there, kills a minute off this power play timer. Now Pietrangelo trying to go to work. Another errant pass picked off by Trocheck. And Miller will just skate this one easily, dump it down, and that's going to be another 15 to 20 seconds off this power play. And now Wah tangled up behind the net, and Trocheck with another opportunity. It's in the 5-hole. And we go to poke check it, miss it completely, but we'll hang on there, able to find that puck as it seems to be squirting through the 5-hole. We will hang on as most of the chances here on this power play are actually in the favor of the Rangers. It's a little bit more of a sluggish shot. Carrick wins that. Now back to Fox, who will skate that into the neutral zone and take some more time off this power play. Some very good power play killing for this New York Rangers penalty kill squad. Another pass into open ice with no Vegas players there. Carrick back to Lindgren, who finds Dorofeyev, and he'll take a shot on Shesterkin right at the end of this power play. And with a clear now by Sam Carrick. I believe that's Sam Carrick. Is it Sam or I think there's another one. One of the Carricks anyway. 3 seconds left as the Vegas player Jacob Trouba will step into the box now, head right to the bench for a forward. Theodore back into his own zone in front of the net, passes it across to Barbashev. Barbashev return pass to Hurdle. See if we can get anything set up. There's been a lot of sluggish forward plays here, a lot of turnovers, some mistakes so far that have led to some pretty good scoring chances. There'll be another save there for Shesterkin, who is up to 6 shots, so we've been getting the puck towards the net. There just hasn't been any bodies in front or any rebounds that Shesterkin has laid down. So face off now. Back to Kakko, up to Lindgren, and he finds Trocheck. Vinny Trocheck through the neutral zone finds Chris Kreider, the kind of emerging goal scorer for this New York squad. He's had multiple 40-goal seasons, if I'm not mistaken. He's kind of just slotted in very nicely on this Rangers team and found himself a home where he keeps burying it past the goaltenders. Kakko, I don't even know how you say his name. Kakko is his last name. I can't remember how you actually pronounce it. Theodore back up to Holtz. Big hit in the neutral zone, and now it's Kakko with the puck. In down low, tries to go behind the net. He's pushed off the puck by a hard-playing Alex Pietrangelo. That was a really great hit to stop all momentum. You know they love to try and find some people in front of the net, and the puck bobbling off the defenseman in front as Shesterkin was down in desperation mode, but it's cleared into the corner now. Noah Hannafin back up to Eichel. Another giveaway in the neutral zone. This is a problem that we really need to address here early. We cannot be affording to turn over the puck this frequently. As Trouba will come in, the puck is free off the leg, and Whitecloud will come in to steer this one into safety. A backhanded pass after turning away from both the New York Rangers forwards. Hurdle now. Thomas Hurdle trying to get around his man, and he'll lose the puck. I gotta say, there's been about 10 to 15 turnovers by this Vegas team already. Fatigue is no excuse in this one. We've had a couple days off. There's a nice little pass from the corner from Stone to spot Eichel. But it's not the greatest shot, being a right-handed there. Had to wait for that slow bouncing puck to get to his part of the ice. He does push that one towards the net. Shesterkin will hold on. So third line now out for Vegas, like we've been talking about all season. It's nice that the coach is utilizing the bottom 6 forwards a little bit more. Alleviate some of the fatigue, especially if guys like Colasar, Dorofeyev, even Wah, who is injured for a little bit there, they're all finding ways to bury the puck. So as long as our third and fourth line are contributing offensively, I don't see why the coach won't use them a little bit more. Chittle now into the corner, back off his man. Where is my guy going? Oh my lord, I am lucky that got deflected off the post. I went down to a butterfly, and my guy said, see you later, the closet to Narnia has opened, and I'm stepping through it. That could have been absolutely catastrophic here in the first period with 7:30 left on the clock. Smith now in, stutter steps, wait, and a nice hard shot by the defenseman, jumping in again, and will make a save into the corner. Fox over to Miller. I guess that was a forward. I guess it was Chittle who stepped up there. And another deflection in front by that big body of Chittle. And that'll just easily bounce into a good positional save from the goaltender. Not used to seeing so many turnovers by the Vegas team. Now, don't get me wrong, the record might not have impact what this Rangers team is capable of. They have some really good forwards and some solid puck-moving defensemen, so they've done a great job in the neutral zone to turn over the puck many, many times. But for Vegas, this is not quite what we're used to seeing, especially coming out of the first period. We really need to clean it up a little bit here as we get into the next period and beyond. Lindgren now. Lindgren into the blue line, gets it out for Zibanejad. Panarin now has that puck pushed off, but just as he goes, tries to spot Mika Zibanejad, who is beaten to the puck by Theodore. Now Eichel into Rangers territory, stomps and tries to shoot it, and another great play by the defenseman. Alexis Lafreniere tries to dangle, loses the puck, and this is probably one of the more sloppy periods by both teams that I've seen in a very long time. And if I had to actually make a guess, wow, is another great play by Mika Zibanejad right on the doorstep. We stand strong. I was about to say, I feel like the Rangers have actually had the more dangerous opportunities in this first period, and that kind of solidifies that. It's shots are in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights for the time being, but my oh my, are the Rangers trying to capitalize on every chance they get. Kreider now over the blue line into the Vegas zone. Behind the net, dishes in front, and a great stick there by Noah Hannafin, who read that one perfectly. And for all the times that the computers try that behind the net pass back in front, I gotta say, and this is probably gonna bite me, it seems like our defense in the last few games have actually started picking up on it. They seem to, instead of chasing them behind the net, kind of stop right where I am right here to avoid the short side pass. And then as soon as the player goes behind the net, they'll transition to the other side to take away that passing slot. So instead of trying to find a forward in front who's just kind of invisible and floating in open ice, they tried now to spot the defenseman, which at least makes it easier on me to try and get a save and get my body into the proper position to make that save. Holtz now helping out William Karlsson off the faceoff, turns away from his man. Now he's skating through neutral zone. Barbashev back, return pass for Whitecloud, who will step in. Whitecloud back across to Barbashev and just can't get a shot off before the extra stick of the defenseman finds its way to poke that one free. Man, oh man. Some close calls, some good opportunities, but some great sticks by both teams at the moment. I would say great sticks, actually, but it's more loose hockey, as Noah Hannafin will try and rip that one down low for a rebound, but it's nice control by the goaltender Shesterkin to get that one in. Now Chittle under pressure. Pinned to the wall there by Barbashev. Now Holtz trying to push Fox off, does so, and Barbashev tries to turn and spin and shoot that one far side, but it's great save by Shesterkin to keep this one a 0-0 hockey game. Full pressure about to happen here. As great puck cycling now by the Golden Knights back in front, a stick lift will make sure that puck does not go towards their goaltender. What an effort there at the end of the period to at least get some opportunities, and an even better one by the New York Rangers, and my lord. The opportunities this team in blue are getting right now are mind-blowing. They didn't get the most opportunities. You can see here, time of attack is definitely in favor of the Golden Knights by over a minute. But how about this effort with no time left? You're going to see the pass coming from the corner, and it's going to be Smith right out in front, and we just, and I mean just, get a piece of that one. Any lower of a rebound as well, you have a New York Rangers defenseman, as you can now see the full splits in action, making that save into the corner. And it's a good one, as that was going to be an absolute buzzer beater to send this to a 1-goal lead, a 1-0 lead going into the second period. But we make the save. The fans at Madison Square Garden trying to get their boys into it. We'll see how this second period unfolds, but it's a 0-0 hockey game. 10-8 are the shots in favor of Vegas, and Eichel will win another faceoff to start a period. Hurdle now down low, getting worked into the corner, finds Eichel. Eichel now back in front to Stone, who tries to find Pietrangelo, and it's poked off his stick. Pietrangelo now return pass up to Hurdle. Hurdle loses the puck with a nice little shoulder check by the Rangers defenseman. Shea Theodore into his own zone, turns around, gets set up. Fresh ice, we'll see what they can do. Eichel back in, tries to do a fancy deke off his foot, and we'll lose that once more. So it's just unnecessary efforts now from the forward core. They really just need to find a passing play to get them in and actually set up, because we've had some looks when we've been able to get in and set up the 5 men in their specific position to pass the puck around and find that shot. But just getting through the neutral zone and finding time and space has been a really big struggle here, as Panarin is pushed off the puck with an opportunity, and we almost went around to the left, as I thought he was going to try a wraparound. Passes it back in front, and there's another example of our defense learning from that behind the net pass and picking that one off before Panarin can get any Great A scoring opportunity. Barbashev has that puck back, bounce off his backside, but it's going to be Zibi. Mika Zibanejad, hounded by Hannafin. He'll find Pietrangelo. So line change now started for both teams as we're nearly 5 minutes in, and it's going to be Trocheck with the turnover. And we'll come out of our crease and make a big save there. Come on, boys, let's do this. Little sluggish, little weird. All right. Face off to our left now. William Karlsson's second line. He will lose that. He's been looking so good this season, but he hasn't really found his footing in this one. Losing that battle a few times, but a great effort there by the defenseman. Now will be William Karlsson. Finding his line mate Barbashev, who has some speed, but Karlsson gets that puck. Where is it? Behind the goaltender, but it corrals to the back of the net. Kreider across to Miller. Close call once again as Shesterkin made the initial save. But the puck had eyes as we make an awkward save that flicks up over top of the net. And full pressure now? Really? Their first or second shot of the period is full pressure? It's going to be alleviated by William Karlsson and Alex Holtz, who now has a step and a really, really fast shot off the pads there. And it ricochets all the way back down into the Vegas territory. And we'll have to regroup, but close calls on both sides. 7 minutes down now. We'll make this save and we'll hang on as a body Smith is crashing towards the net. And McNabb was drifting off to the right. So there's your season stats again. Back up to a 9-11 save percentage with 12 in this one. I'm very impressed with my play. Look, I try not to gloat too much or really focus on the numbers in our first season because it is very difficult as a rookie goaltender to maintain a really good average across multiple games of the year, especially when you're not getting a ton of games. But we've earned the trust of our coach. We've been put into a number of games, especially in January and February with that busy schedule we were talking about. And Eichel, momentarily, we'll talk about that. But it's Jack Eichel on a breakaway, and he's just unable to find anything as a fast Jacob Trouba, don't know how, beats Eichel to the net and will poke the puck away before any shot is recorded. You hate to see that on a breakaway. But back to us for a moment. We've earned the trust from the coach. We've gotten more starts. And we've pieced together a really nice campaign. Mind you, the team in front of us has been absolutely electric all season long. That stems from the defensive core all the way up to the first, second, and third line who continuously pots goals for us time and time again. This is the first game in a long time we haven't been off to an early lead, and a great feed by McNabb. Hurdle, toe drag shot, and another big save by Ilya Shesterkin. And now Lafreniere will strip that away. It's a 2-on-0 Panarin. Artemi Panarin, and doesn't even really do much. It's a shoulder fake that got me leaning the other way. And Panarin off another brutal turnover will score his 24th of the season and will get the Rangers up 1-0. And I mean, the turnovers this team is having right now are so unorthodox as we have a mixed pairing here. Shea Theodore on the ice with McNabb, who's tired. That was a beautiful shoulder fake right there. Gets me just slightly moving to the right, and he pulls it back to his forehand, and he'll beat us. I was thinking about the diving play, but the problem with that is he had his teammate Mika Zibanejad right beside him. He could have easily just backpedaled the pass to him and roofed it over a sprawling goaltender, but it's going to be an issue that we have to sort out here in this game. It's turnover after turnover. Brayden McNabb is absolutely exhausted, gives the puck away. Shea Theodore does his best to try and come back. But man, oh man, you're not going to beat a team like the Rangers when you have Mika Zibanejad and Artemi Panarin streaking in 2-on-0. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful play by a goal scorer to send this to a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes left here in the second period. Boys got to wake up. We got to find some energy now. It's been a very, very sluggish game for the Vegas Golden Knights. Very unorthodox, very unexpected. Granted, some of the games we've seen in front of us lately. Trocheck now back into his own zone. Cross ice pass to Chris Kreider. Kreider back to Adam Fox, who finds Miller. Miller pinching up for the defensive core. Tries to give that puck over to his teammate, but it's Waugh who knocks that out of midair. And another turnover. What are we watching here? This is uncharacteristic, man. You have a body in front of your man that you're trying to pass to. And instead of... Well, that was a prime example of trying to hold on to the post, and it kicked me off to the middle of the net. Because EA, unfortunately, does not know how to program hug the post. So I'm out of my net there. I press hug post right here, and watch me just That is why I don't use the feature. I should have just stayed where I was. He cuts back in front. I click hug post, and there is an imaginary tether in the game that pulls you off the post, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. Like, this makes no sense. I'm out of my post here. I'm not hugging the post. I get back. There it is. I try to hug the post. Do you see my guy breaking his inner leg off the inside of the post? And then it just, as we come up from it, watch it just kick us out. Like, why am I getting kicked off? Why is it pulling me back to the middle when I'm pressing the hug post, man? And just to, you know, I've had a few people that say I haven't turned off. I missed turning off my my controls. No, hug post is manual, tether is off. That is such an unfortunate goal, and it's going to be Panarin for the second straight shift. Being patient, waiting for a horrible animation from my goaltender that just got yanked back to the middle. I'm never going to use that hug post. I'm sorry, guys. I know that you guys keep saying I should be hugging the post more. It just doesn't make sense to do it when goals like that go in all the time. I would rather just, if I just sat... Okay, now we got to be careful. Holy crap, I almost gave away another golden opportunity as the boys are just asleep in front of us. So that's issue number one that we got. Everything is just a turnover. Everything is leading to odd man rushes in the second period for the New York Rangers, but I should have just stayed outside my crease. I'm gonna have to do that as much as it risks another opportunity on the opposite side of the net. We just got to try it as Vegas is asleep. The boys have not woken up from their afternoon nap, and now it's absolute domination from the Rangers here in the second period. Up to 18 shots. Our goalie is nearly fully fatigued as Lafreniere now trying to find space, and there's a good hit. Finds Holtz. Can Alex Holtz have a step here? He does. Does he find space? He will bury it, and that is a great shift. A great effort by, I believe that was Pietrangelo who threw the hip check on Lafreniere. It turns over to Shea Theodore, who spots Alex Holtz, and he has his 26th now of the season. Great patience, unbelievable move. He's in behind Jacob Trouba, and he's just patient here, pulls it back, and just flicks it up over the pad as Shesterkin goes down into his butterfly. Gets him to move first, has the patience, and just flicks this one in. And thankfully, after a bad goal given by EA, we return to that 1-goal deficit, back to where we were before that hug the post. God, that irks my blood. That gets me going. But we got to move past it. There's still a lot of hockey left. 6 minutes left in the second. A great response shift by that second line. Great effort by the defenseman. But after a couple of really bad shifts, that's exactly what we needed to hopefully get the boys re-engaged in this one. A couple mind slips, a couple defensive claps, some bad goaltending. Not really due to my own fault, but some bad goaltending nonetheless. Stone into the corner. He's losing that battle, and you can't lose that battle. Mark Stone cannot afford to lose that battle. It turns into another grade A chance for the defenseman, who thankfully we get to the top of the crease and make another good save. All right, face off here. Won by Eichel with his foot, so a good body position. Now Hurdle through the neutral zone. Thomas Hurdle waiting for his team, gets it across Pietrangelo. Angelo over to Eichel, who returns the pass. Pietrangelo now over to Hurdle. Hurdle with a one-timer, and that's a great save once again. I think he just put his body in the right position, threw up his blocker. I'm not even sure if the goaltender saw that through the traffic. Now some pressure mounting for the top line, so that goal, see what a goal can do for the legs of these Vegas Golden Knights players. We've been in this situation before. We know how to respond, and right now this is a great effort here from the top line. Mark Stone spots Eichel. Eichel down the right wing. Gets pushed off the puck. Loses it. Lindgren will pick it up in an effort now by the captain to try and keep it in, but it will eventually be cleared. And Chittle with a hard shot and a great effort there. Fox in front. Adam Fox, where is this puck as White Cloud finds it first? And now it'll be Alex Holtz, the goal scorer. He loses the puck, but Hannafin gets to it first. William Karlsson down low, cross seam pass to Holtz, and Holtz banks it off the foot of the forward who came back to help out. Miller up to Lafreniere. That was Panarin who made that block and potentially saved a goal and a game-tying goal in the dying moments of this second period. Karlsson now. William Karlsson drop pass, loses it to Zibanejad. A fire pass to Karlsson. Oh, he almost had a step. We saw him there the whole time, and I just tried to fire it as deep down as I could, and it nearly worked as his position. He was in the right position with his body but the defenseman was able to get a step there. A broken stick now. That was the shot from Zibanejad, who rifled that shot and it broke his stick. That gave us that opportunity. That would have been a nifty little play as we were trying to spot William Karlsson. Stick now, breaking up that play. And unfortunate for New York, as Dorofeyev with 2 seconds left has his teammate Blois. And Shesterkin will hold on to this one as the buzzer goes. And a pretty exciting end to the second period. It's going to be Alexander Holtz who gets the Knights fighting back in this one, but 2 goals by Artemi Panarin, and it is a wonderful period from New York with a bit of a battle back, a bit of a grip between their teeth, and at least pull this one back to 1 goal as we head to the third period. 2-1 now for the New York Rangers. 20 minutes if regulation is all that remains. We will see now if the boys have any juice left in the tank, or if it will be another loss recorded from the young goaltender. Fox now over to Panarin. Panarin looking for that hat trick. The crowd is absolutely electric here at MSG, and we will make a beautiful save and another battle lost down low. So for as good as some of the defense plays have been for us in this game to lead to that goal, it's been a little sluggish from everybody. Just a little bit of miscues, losing battles that they probably shouldn't be. There's another one there off the face-off. And we're not going to hug the post this time. We're just going to wait until that puck trickles into our triangle range, and we'll hold on for another face-off. We'll redo it here in the first minute of the third period. It's not been very often that I'm critiquing the Vegas Golden Knights as much as I am, and that's a testament how good their season has been. But there are some games where they seem to just absolutely fall asleep in certain periods. Now we got an effort there. As a good poke check there from Keandre Miller to break that play up, as Stone was in trying to get a cheeky little shot onto the goaltender. As it's going to be Panarin who tries a one-handed deke. Little Forsberg around the defenseman there. Nearly works his hurdle. I really hate that open ice deke that they try so often. I wish they wouldn't. Fox now. Adam Fox, the talented defenseman, over to Panarin. Return that pass, and now the puck could go in the other way. Mark Stone. Another good pass by Miller. So Miller's had an impact this game. He's a really big forward. He can move the puck. He's got reach with his arms, and he keeps poking the puck away very effectively now for this Rangers team. Lafreniere gets pushed off the puck, and now Barbashev with, I don't know what I'm watching here. Our best players are just all, oh my gosh, that puck was in. I'm pretty sure Barbashev just brought that over the line, but what a big save. And another turnover by Barbashev, and it's just uncalled for, unforced errors. They're not even under pressure when they're making some of these plays, but what a monster save by the young goaltender. And it's going to be Barbashev who does get back to steer that one into safety. On my screen, it sure looked like that puck crossed the red line, but we will definitely take that one. A breath of fresh air from the young goaltender. And we'll set up now for a face-off to our left. William Karlsson in to take this one. Whew, that one gets the heart racing. Barbashev now. Can he make up for the mistakes? No, he is just giving it away. I've never seen this. In all of the games we've played in NHL 25, I've quite literally never seen the mistakes that our forward core are making right now, and he gives it away one more time to Lindgren. That's about 4 or 5 giveaways in one shift. Holtz here to help him out. Back in front, Karlsson with the windup. It's not the best shot, a little off balance now as Barbashev gets the return pass. He'll fire it on net. We haven't really tested Shesterkin a lot in the last 10 minutes of play. We had that nice little burst after the goal. The last few minutes of the period were sloppy. The first, 8 minutes of this one, no exception either. We'll see if the face-off, you can see the numbers there, 15-8. Eichel's been good. Can he win another one to set up? Maybe Hanifin for a shot at the point. No, but it'll be the teammate helping out, and a good effort there by the winger of the Rangers over to Trocheck. Vinny Trocheck in across, and it's a great solo effort to get into some open ice, and that's where that open ice deke is very effective. When you actually have pressure, you have the defense dropping back. Our forwards seem to try to use it as an entry into the blue line. That just has not worked. 7 minutes now done in this third period as Kreider's under all sorts of pressure and just decides to squirt this one down. I think it may have been helped by Stone, hence the no icing. Hurdle, a cross-seam pass, and Stone stuck on the wall and doesn't even see the pass coming. Now Eichel battling for the loose puck. Hurdle in. Eichel will get this one. Can he rip it? He tries to, but it's a kind of a fluffy shot right into the glove of Shesterkin. Busy third period now. 27-19 are your shots. The difference now is that garbage goal that Panarin tucked in as our goaltender was getting yanked back to the middle of the ice. It's just, it almost seems like the feature of Hug Post works, but there's so many things breaking it that it doesn't work right. Does that make sense? Like the button works, pressing the button tries to get your goaltender into that Hug Post mechanic, but it seems like it's trying to register everything that happened before it, like the butterfly, moving your skater around a little bit in the ice, and it just breaks the code where it just reverts to taking your goalie back into center ice, center of the goal crease rather. I just wish they would fix it, because that's been an issue for about 3 or 4 games now, and it never seems to work. Effort here, Stone loses the puck, Zibanejad gets the rebound, and unbelievable by the boys in front of us. Nobody is paying attention, and some frustration there from our goaltender as Lexi Lafreniere will get the rebound, and it's just giveaway after giveaway. Right here, Stone wins the battle, and somehow the man gets back up and beats him to the puck. How's that even possible, Stone? And nobody picks him up. It's an unfortunate play here by Hanifin, who has it bounce off his foot right to the side of the net for, I believe that was Trocheck. And then the big rebound, a beautiful save, but I can't control where the rebound's going in that position. And it squirts all the way free to Lafreniere. Vegas players tied up on each other. This is just a very poor display of puck movement from the Vegas Golden Knights. I've never seen so many turnovers. This is unbelievable to watch. As Lafreniere now, he'll flick that one back over. And as the need a goal banner for me pops up, I don't know why they have that. I can't score a goal, so I guess if our computer scores a goal, maybe we'll get some extra experience. But another bad line shift there, thankfully getting across to take away what could have been another breakaway for Panarin. And it's just poor execution, turnover, bad line changes, bad solo efforts, and it just doesn't seem to stop now as Whitecloud gets the puck and Holtz with a shot on net finds its way to the front of the net somehow, and Shesterkin's in a good position to make a save. Adam Fox now running out of time for the Vegas Golden Knights. 8 minutes left in this hockey game. Whitecloud re-enters Rangers territory, goes down low, tries to find his defense partner of Hanifin, but he was just under siege by 2 Rangers players. And now you can see the momentum building as everything is working in the Rangers' favor without really having to do a whole heck of a lot. It's just turn after, they're just in the right position to steal the puck away. Kakko into Vegas territory. Kakko down low. Chris Kreider down over to Kakko, returns, and a shot, but a great effort there by Barbashev. Lindgren gets there first, and now we have an effort. Alex Holtz, he scored on a breakaway last time. And he will pass it to Will Carlson, who spots Barbashev, and it's a great play. And how about that save by Shesterkin? And he's showing why he is going to be the highest paid goaltender in the National Hockey League. Unbelievable effort. And another battle loss there by Kakkonen, who jumps around 2 Vegas Golden Knight players. It's ridiculous to see how easy they are making this look. 31 shots now. Make it 32. We have to make another big save with 5 minutes left. Holy jumpins, the boys are just, it's just not our game. It's just the easiest thing I can say is it's just not our save. A bit of a windmill glove save. Boy, oh boy, is this night and day from the game and the efforts that we're used to seeing in front of us. Late in the season, but that's no excuse. Every team is in the same boat. We've had days off between now and our last start as a team. Just can't seem to put the pieces together. Can't seem to find any chemistry with the puck movement. Another weird shot attempt, but it's going to be Hurdle who steals it. There's not really a lot of ways that Shesterkin's going to get beat. We don't have anybody in front of him taking away his eyes. We don't have anybody in the path of the puck to try and tip it in or get a greasy goal in front. And right now, he's leaving no rebounds for any sort of rebound goal that's similar to what they had in their last 2 attempts. Smith now gets it into the Vegas territory. 3:42 left on the clock. Hanifin down low behind his net. Circles back in front. Spots Stone. Mark Stone. Top line back on the ice for the Golden Knights. Another dumb, stupid deke from Mark Stone. It's starting to get a little frustrating for the boys in white. And that's going to hit the foot of the forward who is just offside. We'll have a face-off. Oh, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough game right now. I feel like for the most part, we have, I don't remember the last time our team was this mismanaged. Lafreniere here. Down low, he'll look for that pass, but it's a great play by Hannafin to take that one away. He's made a couple of those good plays. It's about the only silver lining and shining spot in the Vegas team right now is Hannafin looks like he's back to form. He's been noticeable in a good way in this game. But when you don't have a lot of support up front and the forwards are making bad plays, and that's another garbage pinch by the defenseman there to leave Noah Hannafin alone 2-on-1. It's the forward coming back and taking away that opportunity. 31 saves on 34 shots now. My, oh my. 1 minute 30 left. I doubt we're going to get pulled. Typically, this game does not like to pull the goaltender with down 2 goals. It's very rare that you get pulled with 1 goal deficit. And another 2 efforts, 3 efforts by Lafreniere. Holy, we can't get anything going. It's full pressure now for the New York Rangers. And it's at a point where you just got to get back to the locker room and just make this embarrassment stop. I don't want to toot my own horn, but 33 saves. This could be very different if we were not in net right now. We've managed to save a number of big efforts by the boys in blue, and another good shot by True, but the setup is just way too easy at the moment. I know the boys are fatigued. I know the full pressure system is active, but it's not just been this last minute. It's been all 60 minutes. 57 seconds left in the period. Not a lot we can do now other than just, stay calm in the net, try to make a couple more saves, and pad the stats slightly further. As Holtz now up to Barbashev. He'll relieve this full pressure in the dying seconds. We will move to the left side of our net just in case he does pull our goaltender. No, he won't. Come on. Come on, EA. Come on, EA. Probably a good thing he didn't, though. One shot. Rebound goes right to the stick of the Ranger player, and another shot on net for Trouba, up to 38 shots. It's been a busy night. 35 shots in net. We've held our own. We've done our part. I would say there's only one bad goal right now, and that was the stupid play by EA. But at the moment, that goal doesn't matter. They've scored again. Even if you take that away, we have not found our offensive prowess that we've had all season. And it's just been way too easy as a tip in front now. And another turnover as the puck is bobbled off the stick of us and our defenseman. Eichel back in, a low shot. Tries to find anything with 7 seconds left. And that's going to do it here, folks. As the Golden Knights are going to get absolutely embarrassed at MSG against the New York Rangers, who probably needed that win based on their positioning in the standings. I'm not upset with our performance. I think it was a really hard battle. I think we did our part to keep the team into it. I just think overall, from top to bottom, it was a very sloppy game. Way too many turnovers, way too many errant passes and giveaways. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a 3-1 score for the New York Rangers. But for us, we do pick up 36 saves in this one. Shesterkin with the third star, and probably rightfully so. So he made some big saves in that first period. And then when he was called upon, made some saves in the second and third period. But it is what it is. A 923 save percentage. I can't control the boys in front of us. If they're not going to wake up, if they're not going to put, some good shifts together, then that's about as best of a result as we can ask for. So we will drop to 12-5-3 on the season. And I believe he's going to say we failed our achievement, because I think it was a 9-4 save percentage over 3 games. That's such a hard challenge. I can't believe he gave us that. A 9-4 over 3 games. In that time frame, we had a shutout. We just had a 9-3 something save percentage, and we had like 1 sub-9, and it dragged our average all the way down. That's so hard. But at least he said you played well tonight, so I can't be too upset. A little bit of management likability lost on that challenge. What an absurd challenge to have. It seems like the EA servers are a little dead right now. Keep seeing that banner at the top of our screen. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. We're gonna go into the, of course they score 5 goals when I'm not in net against the other Rangers team, or other New York team rather. Of course that happens. Why wouldn't it? All right, the Devils, they held first in the league for a long time. They're still second. We'll see if the boys can beat them to put some pressure. They don't, so the Devils get that one, 5-3. Okay, do we play Boston? This might be the last game. Is this the last game before the 2-week break? It is. So after this game, which we are not starting, we go to Vancouver, and we're right in that last stretch, 2 weeks away from the trade deadline. Things are going to get interesting. We'll go ahead and sim this one. The boys do win that one 3-1, so it's a good shift or good effort from them. We have 18 training hours left because of this break. This is going to be monstrous. We just need to determine what should actually be addressed. So we're getting into the 80s for a few things. Definitely don't need to put passing in. I still think our speed is just so lacking, but even if we put max points, we just don't get anything out of it. It's such a pain. Same with rebound control, although I feel like I should put some time into that and at least start looking at it. That doesn't... Screens might be the next play. It's not going to help a lot, but it will get us closer and closer to some better statistics under those categories. So we'll use those, the weeks off in good. We're up to 76 overall. Now we'll simulate through this break, and we have a conversation with our agent, Mackie. What does he got for us? Michael, there's an event for a homeless taking place. Are you able to make it? I'll always do my part for a good cause. I'm taking that as a yes, Michael. It's too late to bail now. I'll be there. What do they need? Looks like I already have something else going on that day. Hey, we convinced him. Let's go. Sorry, folks. I'm a busy budding star. I can't make time for special events. Also, that's a very interesting... Does the NHL even do anything for that committee in real life? Like, that feels like a little random of an event. All right, we're back from the break. We've simulated through all of our training hours, and we are getting the first start after the break against the Vancouver Canucks, who right now 27, 23, and 5. That's not terrible. If we go to... Where are they here? They are in 4th, so they desperately could use these points trying to squeak in. And at the start of the next video, we are officially 2 weeks in-game away from the trade deadline. It's everybody's favorite time of the year, and we'll see what happens. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It was unfortunate that we had a good game, just couldn't squeak out the win. As always, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself out there. There's some crazy times, especially if you're US-based. The election's coming up. Breathe. Everything will be okay. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're right there. We're so close. If you're watching this video, if you enjoy this series, or you want to check out many other playthroughs happening on the channel, make sure you click that sub button. Make sure you take care of yourself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, we'll catch you back here later. Thanks, guys.